What if Akatsuki's goal was different? Part 14. We begin this part with a masked man standing in a cave. As he looked down at Jishin. How is your how is the mission going, Jishin? The masked man asked him. The Inuzaka and Koki and Tishi, along with Mo, are going after the Four Tails. Oh, what about the five? The Five Tails has not been located yet. We believe he left the village. What about the other tail beasts? They are all in the Hurricane Village. We haven't seen them since a year ago when they disappeared. Alright. Inform me when the Four Tails has been captured, said the masked man, as behind the masked man appeared a masked woman. So Nagato thinks he can hide them, does he? Said the masked woman. Yes, he does, said the masked man, as they both disappeared. As Jishin looked and saw them vanish, behind Jishin came Ku Kusata. Sorry, I don't know the names properly. I'm still only a kid. Maybe in high school, but still. Kusaka. Kusata. Ida-sama, he said, as Jishin turned to look at him. They got the Four Tails, the retreating to the base as we speak. Good, said Jishin, as he vanished. We skip to the Hurricane Village where we see Karin, Ken, Teoya, Haku, Fu, and Yujito standing in front of Conan. What? The Four Tails has been captured? Said Conan. Yes, Manatari said, appearing behind Yujito. We felt our brother being captured, he said. What about the others? Before she could say a word, Naruto, Gaara, and Yagura rushed in with Kimimaru, Chojuro, and Sugetsu running behind them. The Four Tails has been captured, Naruto screamed. We already know that Son Goku has been captured, Naruto. We've just been informed. I've informed Nagato. He's gonna send out a team to go find it. Come on, we need to report to the Harikage's office. As they disappeared and appeared in front of Nagato. As Nagato looked up, good, you're all here. I won't be sending all of you. By the looks of it, it's three of them. Alright, who will be going? Naruto, you, Kinimaru, Gaara, and Sugetsu will be heading off with Zabuza, Hisame, and Itachi. What about the rest of us, Oxfu? Stay put. But we can't just stay put, said Nagato. Aye, Harikage, said Fu. Gaara, Kinimaru, let's go. Where are they? He asked. The passing part. By the looks of it, they've just came out of the Fire Borders. Why were they at the Fire Nation? We are not aware of that. But hurry, make sure you guys execute them and rescue the Four Tails. Understood, Alright. Where as Itachi, Kisame, and Zabuza appeared in the sunshine, as Gara looked, how long will it take? As long as it's possible, said said Kinimaru. Alright. As Zabuza went through handside and slammed his hand on the floor, and a whirlpool appeared. Let's go, he said, as they jumped in and the whirlpool disappeared. As Naruto looked, well, sir, we're in the Fire Nation, he said, as they began to walk. We should hurry, as they vanished into the trees and concealed the chakra levels. As they saw, as they saw Mo. Is that the snow nin with the ice Kekirinkai? Said Naruto. Alright, he said, we need to deal with them quickly. There's three of them as they looked down. Is that the guy with the Sharingan and Byakugan? Yes, he is, said Itachi. What? And that's the girl that summons the spirits, said Kinimaru. Yes. Zabuza, you and Kinimaru will deal with Mo. Naruto, you and me will deal with Koki. Funny name, isn't it? Doesn't matter. Gara, you and Kisame will deal with Tashi. Alright. As on the ground, Tashi was walking around with the spirit holding on Roshi's body. This was boring. He barely gave her the fight. You're only saying this because you didn't fight, sister, said Koki. Yeah, and you dealt with him. Next time try not to burn him and turn him into ashes. He didn't dodge. If I didn't squint dispel my Amaterasu, he would have been dead by now, said Koki. As Mo looked, do you guys feel that? Said Mo. Yes, said Tashi. Split. As they split up, as Mo appeared in another clearing. As in front of Mo appeared Kinimaru and Zabuza. Alright, so we're dealing with him, said Zabuza, as he pulled out a replica of the executioner blade. So, why don't you just take the original from Sugetsu? Asked Kinimaru. It belongs to him now. This is my sword now. As Zabuza's executioner blade morphed into a black sword with a red hilt with the Uzumaki swirl. Thanks to Naruto, he fought. Thanks to Naruto and Kid and Karin with their full jutsu, they forged this blade for me. I like to call it the water blade, said Zabuza. Alright, said Mo. Let's begin. As Mo disappeared in night, as Kinimaru looked around, where did he go? Move, said Zabuza, as they both jumped up, as Mo appeared underneath them with an ice dragon rushing out of the hole. You're fast, said Mo, but not fast enough, as the ice dragon turned and rushed at Zabuza. As Zabuza lifted his blade, water style, water slash, as a piercing slash of water rushed at the ice dragon, slicing it in half. But the ice dragon just regenerated. What? Kinimaru, as now two ice dragons were rushing at Zabuza. Bone Dragon. As the Bone Dragon rushed at the Ice Dragon, hitting it head on. Oh, said Mo. Yeah, that Kinimaru Kaguya. I'm surprised that there are even any Kaguyas left. I thought after the fourth Mizukage's reign, all the Kaguyas would have been killed. It's none of your concern, said Kinimaru. As Kinimaru, with a bone sword in his hand, rushed at Mo. Well, see, said Mo, as an ice sword appeared in his hand, as Zabuza was dealing with the remaining ice dragon. Tashi was rushing out of the clearing with Gaara and Kisame rushing behind her. Damn, you guys are stubborn, aren't you? Can't you guys just give me a break already? As she had Roshi's body. Well, no, said Gaara, as she jumped from tree to tree, following after her. Damn this damn brat, she said, as a blue beam, as something hit Gaara out of the tree, and was sent crashing into the ground, as a blue figure appeared. Meet Tashinori, one of my strongest spirits. Let's see how you deal with it, said Tashi. As Kisame appeared, it's still made of chakra as he slashed, and the chakra was absorbed into Samehada. Damn, thought Tashi. Great. I need to find that damn area of my little brother. I can't deal with this, especially with that guy. As Tashi kept on running and running. Alright, if I use any of my spirit, that guy will just absorb it with his sword. So what should I do? She thought. Of course, as she stopped and slammed her hand on the ground, as a huge spirit appeared. Kisame jumped at it and tried to slash it. It's too much chakra, said Tashi. You cannot absorb it, she said, as everybody saw the giant spirit towering over them. Great, said Gaara, as sand rose next to him, and Shikaku appeared. All right, Gaara, said Shikaku, as Shikaku turned to Gaara. Let's begin. As Shikaku grew and grew and grew and became and turned into the giant one-tailed raccoon, as Gaara appeared on top of his head. Let's destroy this thing. As Kisame saw that Gaara handled this. Let me go help the others, he said, and rushed to Zabuza and Kinimaru's location. As Kinimaru was clashing with Mo. This is I underestimated you, boy. But now I won't, said Mo, as Kinimaru slashed, and an ice armor appeared. Let's begin. Ice spikes appeared underneath Kinimaru, and kept on following him wherever he jumped or ran. As Mo raised his hands, let's see how you dodge this. 100 million needles of death, said Mo, as hundreds upon thousands of ice needles rushed at Kinimaru. Damn, he thought, as he reinforced his bones. But once one of them touched him, he was shocked as it pierced into his skin. What? My ice spikes are strong. My ice needles are stronger than you think, boy, said Mo, as the ice needles kept on rushing at Kinimaru. Damn it, he thought, as he tried to dodge and block them, as a bone shield appeared in his hand, as it grew even bigger than his body, as ice spikes pierced into him, nearly piercing Kinimaru. But Kinimaru was able to avoid it. Damn, this was powerful, he thought, as Mom was still launching the ice needles. He didn't notice. Let's see how you like this. As Samehada rushed behind him and slammed his mouth into his shoulder, biting and absorbing some of his chakra as an ice spike pierced through Samehada's mouth. But but the ice spike quickly dispelled, and Samehada returned to Kisame. As Kisame fed Samehada some of his chakra so he can heal the wound. Alright, said Kisame. You're Mo, if I'm correct, he said as he rushed at Mo. Damn, thought Mo, as he blocked Kisame's strike. Well, that was a big mistake, said Kinimaru, with a bone sword in hand, rushing at Mo, as an ice dome appeared in between Mo and his two opponents. Let's see how you guys like this. As behind both of them, two ice figures appeared. Ice soldiers, said Mo. Behind, above Mo's ice dome. Let's see how you like this, said Zabuza, as his blade was coated in ice. How? Thought Mo, looking up, as Zabuza pierced his ice blade through Mo's ice dome, shattering it. How do you have height on? Said Mo. I don't, but my daughter does. And I was able to freeze the water on my blade. But this is the only ice move I can do, said Zabuza. Then you're pathetic, said Mo. As an ice dragon burst from the ground and hit Zabuza head on. As Zabuza burst into water. A water clone? Thought Mo, as Zabuza appeared behind him, nearly slicing him up. You missed, as Kinimaru and Kisame, with their blades in hand, rushed at Mo, as Mo was dodging and trying to avoid being sliced in half. I hope those two have better luck than me, thought Mo, as Tashi was on her giant spirit, fighting the one-tailed. Damn, this damn raccoon, she thought. It's too strong. I need to this, and the spirit is zapping too much of my chakra. And I think Mo's gonna exhaust himself eventually. How is that idiot going? As Koki was standing in front of Naruto and Itachi. Let's see how you can fight, boy, said Koki. Itachi Uchiha, the massacre of the Uchiha clan. I hope you'll give me a fair fight. There is no such thing as fair in this ninja world, said Itachi, as his infernal Mangekyo Sharingan flared in his eyes. Let's begin, as Kurama appeared next to Naruto, and three tails appeared behind Naruto, with his claws growing longer, his eyes turning blood red, and his fangs becoming much longer, and his whisker marks becoming thick, as he entered his three-tailed cloak and vanished and appeared in front of Koku. Wrong move, boy, he said, as black fire nearly engulfed Naruto. Damn, so the rumors about his Amaterasu is true. As Naruto burst into red chakra and disappeared. You cannot hide from me, said Mo, as he turned and looked up and said, Amaterasu, as the black fire and consumed something from the sky as Itachi came flying down. Next time, make your genjutsu stronger, he said. I have both Sharingan and Byakugan, so don't you dare think you can beat me, Uchiha, he said, looking at Itachi. Now, let's begin with why should we? He said as he disappeared, and Naruto got up and was punched in the face, sending him flying as Naruto vanished and appeared behind him with his claws stretched out ready to rush through him. Too slow, he said as Koki said Amaterasu, and the Amaterasu flames in tentacles appeared around him like an octopus, tentacles flaring dangerously around him in a protective dome. Damn, thought Naruto. These guys show hell one of a handful, he thought, as he dodged an attack from Koki. You cannot defeat me that easily, he said, as he looked up and saw Itachi with his Susanoo flaring around him as the humanoid Susanoo appeared, and then the armored Susanoo manifested from Itachi. Let's see how you like this, said Itachi, as the armored Susanoo had a blade, and that blade. Damn, I don't need to be sealed right anytime soon, thought Koki, looking at Itachi's Susanoo blade. Alright, he said, as as the black flames engulfed him, appearing around his body. Damn, thought Naruto, I can't touch him. As Naruto focused his chakra and went through hand signs, wind style, great wind breakthrough, as the wind blew the Amaterasu flames away from him. You're gonna cause more damage than help, child, said Koki, as he skipped back to Tishi and Shikaku, as Tishi was losing, as her spirit was destroyed by the one-tailed raccoon. As Gaara appeared on top of Shikaku's head and jumped onto his hand, and Shikaku let him down in front of Tashi as she was exhausted. Damn, you're strong, kid, he said, as Roshi's body collapsed behind her as she was on the ground huffing. This is over, said Gaara. Who knew? Said Tashi, as she smirked, as a spirit, a demonic spirit, rose behind Shikaku, grabbing his tail and swinging him around, as Shikaku slammed into a mountain, instantly destroying it. I'm not done yet, she said, looking at Gaara. Let's see how it will be fun to fight Shikaku's Jinchuriki, she said, looking at the one-tailed Jinchuriki Gaara. Well, it will not be a pleasant experience, said Gaara, looking at her. I'll be the judge of that, she said, as she vanished. But when she tried to hit Gaara, Sand just protected him. Damn Sand boy, he thought, as Mo was trying to dodge the swipes are trying to decapitate him. If I don't dodge it this soon, make a counter attack, I'll be a smoothie. He might even turn me into ice blocks, he thought. I apologize for that. As Mo, put his hands on the ground. Let's see how you like this. As spikes, ice spikes pierced through the ground, upon of hundreds of thousands of them, as they head towards anywhere or anyone nearby, as it pierced all the animals nearby, killing them instantly, as they still continued, as the as Gara, Gara and Tashi battle came to a climax with her smashing into the ground and with Gara falling down on his knees. So you can handle that spirit drain. If I had hold you any longer, I wouldn't have been able to rip that damn raccoon out of you. As Gara was on the ground, nearly unconscious. How are you this strong? Gara asked the girl. Nah, I don't think giving out information about myself is a good idea, she said. She walked down. Hello, Mom. As the main event is about to begin. As Tashi vanished and appeared next to Mo. I say we get going, Mo, said Tashi, looking at Mo. Alright, let's go find your brother. They are too much of a handful. As Mo held on to Tashi's shoulder and disappeared, as Koki was fighting off Itachi and Naruto with a blade of black flames in his hands. Let's see how you'll handle this, he said, and nearly decapitated Naruto's foot. Damn! As the Amaterasu flames appeared on his hands, as he rushed at Naruto. Rotation! As a rotation of black flames appeared, and he slammed into Naruto. As Yamaterasu began to burn onto his clothes. Before they could burn him, he took his clothes off. Now he was only left in his pants. His shirt was being burned into crisp. Damn Itachi, what the hell is he doing? He better finished that jutsu quick. As Itachi was focusing his energy. Now, he thought, as he vanished. As underneath Koki, fire burst underneath his feet. God damn that Uchiha, he thought, as he dodged the fire. Let's see how you like this, a voice said. Susanoo, as he was smashed by the red Susanoo's blade, but he wasn't sealed because he escaped before he could be sealed away. Alright. As Mom and his sister appeared. This is the last cast. We cannot fight all 6 of them. As Kinimaru, Zabuza, Kisame, Gaara, and Naruto appear next to Itachi. This isn't over. You guys go, said Mo. Get the 4 tails and leave. I'll handle this. What? You'll be killed. You can't face them all. As long as the 4 tails is sealed, doesn't matter what happens to me, said Mo. We can't allow them to escape with the 4 tails' body, said Naruto. We have to save Son Goku and Roshi, he said. As as red chakra appeared around him, and three more tails sprouted from his back, and bones began to appear around him as he went on all four paws, as he said in a demonic voice, "Let's see how you handle this." As the six tails oh, was standing in front of the Akatsuki members, as Gara's sand appeared around him. "Alright, I'll handle this on my own," said Naruto. "Are you sure?" said Kinimaru, looking at his friend. "I'm sure, Kinimaru." "Don't fail, brat," said Kisame, as he grabbed Zabuza and all the other joints disappeared. As Naruto looked at Mo, "You won't be going anywhere across his body," he said, as thunder crushed into the ground, electrocuting all of them to death. Said the queen. "You guys can never find me, nor defeat me," said Mo. "Alright then," said Naruto, as he opened his mouth, and the Biju Dama began to build, just enough time, as he stretched out his hand, as two ice balls began to form in his hands, as they they grew and grew and grew until they were the size of a mountain. The Biju Dama was swallowed by the six tails, but it jumped up almost as high and blasted the fire. Eesh. I'm sorry about my mishap and all this. I'm tired and I'm trying to record this part and blasted the ice away. Damn, thought Mo, as his balls were destroyed by Naruto's Biju cannon. "Need to avoid the Biju Dama," he thought, as the six tails disappeared from his sight. "Where did he go?" thought Mo, as he turned, as he slammed his hand onto the ground. Sea of ice, as the ground began to freeze, and it froze over, and he noticed something right next to him, about to slice him, but he dodged and just narrowly avoided his attack. "Damn, what's up with these goddamn brats?" thought Mo, as he looked and saw that where are they? He can't see the others. "I hope they didn't go after them," thought Mo, as he fought off the six tails. As we skipped to Tashi. "Damn it, they're after us," she said. "When it looks like Mo was only able to hold off the kid," said Koki. "Grab the six tails and go. I'll try to hold them off by myself." "Hell no," she said. "You're coming with me." As as Cookie smiled and turned Amaterasu, as the black flame engulfed the ground, as the wall over the Amaterasu flames appeared, as they kept on brushing. "Damn," said Kinimaru, "we can't go past this." "Everybody stay by at least a close distance to me," said Itachi, as they in question and did as they were told. As the Susanoo appeared around Itachi, as they were able to go through the gates and not be harmed by by I'm sorry about and not be harmed by the Amaterasu. As the Susanna ribcage disappeared, as they were rushing after Koki and his sister. Alright, I'm gonna summon a bunch of spirits, she said, and slammed her hands onto a tree as a huge, an army amount of spirits appeared. Damn, said Kisame. Let's get rid of them all, said Zabuza as he pulled his blade, as they rushed down and began to battle them. As Mo was on his knees, huffing and puffing, his he was running out of chakra and he could feel his Kekkei becoming weaker. As the six tails appeared in front of him and splashed his claws and sent him flying as he hit a tree and fell down. As Naruto returned back to normal, you guys are gonna pay for what you did, he said as he looked at Mo. Looks like it's the end for me, said Mo. Hurry up and end me. Gladly, said Naruto as he thrust his hand, Pyro Rasengan, as something that looks like a miniature sun appeared in his hand. As he let it go, and it hit him, his body instantly disintegrated. Mo was dead. Damn, said Naruto as he fell onto his knees. That guy was tough. As we skipped the others, it's a lost cause, said Tashi. Mo's been killed. As she saw what happened to Mo. We should get out of here while we still can, brother, she said. You're right, Yamaterasu, he said, as he slammed his fist onto the ground. As the ground began to shake and black fire began to appear underneath it, uncontrolled. Try to escape this, he said, as him and his sister disappeared, with Roshi's body still being there. As Itachi used a scroll and sealed away the Amaterasu flames. Alright, said Kisame, as he walked over and picked up the four tails. As Naruto appeared, how was your petal? Said Gaara. Mo's dead, he said, looking at his friend. That's a good thing, said Gaara, as Kinemaro looked at them. I wonder how strong are they? There were six of us, and it took us so much energy and chakra to just get rid of them, and there was only three of them. True, said Naruto looking at his friend, but we were able to beat them, and one of them are dead, which is a good thing. As the king noticed a black figure sinking into the ground, as at the hurricane village, Fu was walking around Nagato's desk. When will they be back? She said. They'll be back soon. As the whirlpool appeared on the ground. Damn about time, said Yagra as he looked at the pool. As his father jumped out, along with Kisame with the four-tailed monkey on his shoulder. As Itachi, Naruto, Gaara and Kinemaro jumped out. You're finally back, shouted Fu as he rushed at Naruto. Don't worry, nothing happened. Nothing happened? Nothing happened that will risk our life being taken, Fu. I'm fine. Alright. Zabuza, give me the mission report. I'll start with this. One of the members is dead. Who? Mo, he said. That ice guy? Said Ken. Yes, as I say, we get rid of the Akatsuki as soon as possible. A stairway stepped up. What about if they're too strong for us to beat? Then the knowledgeable idea is to seal them, but not into a living being, said Karen. As in the Akatsuki's base, Jishin was sitting on his throne. What? As Zetsu gave him the report, telling him that Mo was dead. So they killed Mo, he said. Doesn't matter. In Zaka, as Hakujona appeared. Here, Lisa-sama, she said. Go find... As he coughed out blood, as Lisa-sama, Hakujona shouted and rushed at him. I'll be fine. Go find the squad that was sent to capture the four tails and bring him to the base. All right, she said, as she disappeared and went to find them. As from the wall, a swirling vortex appeared as the masked man and masked woman stepped out. Wow, that was a waste of time, said the masked man. Yes, it was, said another person appearing behind them. As Jishin narrowed his eyes. You, have you forgotten my name so early? No, I haven't. Uchiha Kurosaki. As he looked at the Uchiha, the son of the masked man and woman. Looks like they didn't forget about me, said Kurosaki. Get out, he said, as Kurosaki's eyes morphed into the Mangekyo Sharingan. Is that a challenge? He asked. I told you to get out. You will not be leaving, said the masked woman. You failed to get the four tails. Instead of going out there yourself, you send out your henchmen. The 5 tails and 8 are the only ones remaining. I want them both captured and sealed, and soon it will be revived. Peace will come to this world, said Kurosaki. And this is where I'm gonna be leaving it off, with the child of the masked man and the woman. Madara, said Jishin. I will not be a pawn for much longer.